Hi everyone, I'm delighted to tell you I was wrong. For a very, 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 very long time, I've been saying that a deck is just a deck. It doesn't really matter. It's about the images on the card. That was before I met a deck. So I got myself a little treat. I'm often researching decks, I'm researching pretty much everything. If you know me, you know that I'm researching things all the time. I'm very curious. And I always want to know more. I always want to go further. I want to know more. I want to see what I cannot see. I find that excites me a lot. So I came across these images. So I got the deck. It's the Alchemical Tarot by Robert M. Pace. I didn't know when I got this what I was getting, but it's crazy. So I bought the Alchemic Tarot along with it came with the Tarot of the Sevenfold Mystery, which I still haven't opened, still in the plastic. And this lovely book, which I don't know how many pages, 679 pages of glorious glory, and it's glossy. And I've changed my mind because I felt the package with these things come into my house. I felt them in my dining room just sitting there, and they're just amazing. They're very, very powerful. In fact, I ended up with a migraine because they came on the 30th, and I ended up with a migraine in the middle of the night. I think it was like the vibration from this because they're crazy strong. And like, look at the images on these cards. I'm just going to show you a couple. It's I've only started reading this book, but wow, what I've learned just from the bit of oh yeah, I wanted to show you this. That was his original lovers card, which he had to take out and replace it with the lovers kissing because it was a bit too, what did he call it? Lovers in conjunction, I think he called it. Was considered a bit too risque, so they made him take them out and replace it with the lovers kissing. I've decided I'm keeping both cards in, unless I read further in his book that I shouldn't, because I think they have different meanings. Yeah, like this one, you've got the moon and the sun. This just the sun. But man, this deck, like it gives me a headache. It's really strong. And beautiful and gracious. Like it's an amazing deck. I haven't used it at all yet. Oh, for some reason I didn't think the Three of Swords was like this in this deck, but it does have the traditional Three of Swords. Yeah, it is a powerful, powerful deck, and I love when I'm proved wrong about things. One of his interpretations that I really like is the Nine of Swords, which usually is nightmares, anxiety, worries, insomnia, like staying up late at, like not being so anxious you can't sleep. But here it's like battling your fears. And then he does have the Ten of Swords upturned as opposed to stabbed in the back. And all these things, like if you are a student of the tarot, you know that all of this seemingly minute stuff doesn't matter, but it does matter. Yeah, this is such a crazy deck. So yeah, I'm going to be challenging myself. I'm going to be looking at this in a different way. It did come with this little tiny guidebook, which I've already read. Very interesting stuff. Even even the back of his card has like all the symbology, what it means, why it's used. And while this book seems to be like the early part of it is a very elementary introduction to anthropology. It's like anthropology from like probably like I'm guessing like the 50s, 60s, when they were looking at universalism and what unites us as people as opposed to identity politics, which is what divides us. Um, it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. It might take me a while because I have like about 1,200 other books which I want to read, but like, where is it? It's just that's the death card. So like, just his interpretation of the cards. I don't think that's the right word. I'm like his this part of the book is the part that deals with the cards, what they mean, and that's at starts at 363 and goes to 680. So lots to digest. It talks about the alchemy, it talks about magic, it talks about ritualism, it talks about the history, soul centers. I'm like just flipping through this. How, what is it? The virtues and the vices, how they connect to the cards. Please. If you're not familiar with Robert M. Pace or Place, he signed my book for me, which was really nice. Very, very pleased about that. It came really quickly, and it's going to keep me busy. But these, like, they're gilded in gold. Like, look at the back of that. Like, just crazy, crazy cards. Super beautiful, super simple. Actually, they're not simple at all. And just the descriptions, just in that little book, I'm like, wow, how crazy. Like, look at the Empress. Amazing. So I'm looking forward to learning about this, and maybe I will make some notes and share them with you as I go through the book and what I learn. But I just wanted to tell you, not every deck is just a deck. Some of them are really, this is a powerful, powerful deck. And I'm going to be taking great care with these cards. For some reason, it's like bent, and I don't know why, because they've not been used and they weren't like that when I got them. So that's kind of interesting. See how there's like a divide there? And there's nothing, I can't figure out why it's doing that. Anyway, I just wanted to show you my new deck, one of my new decks. I got a whole bunch for Christmas. But this was my little treat to myself, because I saw them and I was really curious. So I hope you're doing well, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.